Hello everyone, welcome again to my channel Maths Guide. In today's video, we are going to simplify the process of dividing fractions. We will walk through the steps and use practical examples to make this concept crystal clear. By the end of this video, you will not only understand how to divide fractions, but also gain some tips and tricks to make it easier. Let's get started. Wait, first subscribe to this channel and watch lecture 6 multiplication of fraction also, as division of fraction is based on this topic. Division of fraction shows the value of each part. Here we have 2/3 fraction and we have to divide it into 4 equal parts. I explain you with the help of a simple diagram. This diagram shows 2/3 and we can divide it into 4 equal parts through these separators. Now we have total 12 parts and each part shows your division answer. Now look at any one of these portions and count the shaded parts. As 2 parts out of 12 parts are shaded, so the answer will be 2 by 12. This means if 2/3 is further divided into 4 equal parts, then we get 2/12 parts. And the simplified form of 2/12 is 1/6. Now look at another example for more clarity. Now the question is 7/8 divided by 5. It means 7 equal parts out of 8 equal parts are shaded. And we have to further divide it into 5 equal parts like this. Now look at any one portion out of 5 portions. As 7 parts are shaded and we have total 40 parts. So our answer will be 7 by 40. Simple. As you can see, 7/8 after dividing by 5 is reduced to 7 by 40. Remember, answer of division is always less than original fraction. We understood the concept with the help of diagram, but obviously it is a time-taking method. To solve mathematically any division questions, we must be familiar with this term reciprocal. We take reciprocal to convert division problems to multiplication problems and their solutions become simple. A reciprocal is reverse order of a fraction, when dividend becomes divisor and divisor becomes dividend. Here we have a fraction 22 by 25 and its reciprocal will be 25 by 22. In other words, we can say the numerator becomes denominator and denominator becomes numerator. So the reverse order of a fraction is called reciprocal. Now we will solve this question by taking reciprocal. We have a question 4 by 15 divided by 2. As 2 is the whole number, we can also write it as 2 by 1. Taking reciprocal means converting division fraction problems into multiplication problems. We always take reciprocal of the fraction on right side. We will not only take reciprocal, we will also change the sign. This division sign will also be changed into multiplication sign. We will keep the first fraction, take reciprocal of the second fraction and change the sign. To learn how to multiply fractions, watch lecture 6 complete. Link is provided in description. Now multiply the numerators and denominators. We get 4 by 30 and its reduced form is 2 by 15. A fraction can also be divided by a fraction. Now look at this example. 3/5 is further divided into 2/7. Keeping in mind the steps, first keep the first fraction. Change division sign into multiplication sign and take reciprocal of the second fraction. Now multiply the numerators and denominators. We get 21 by 10, which is an improper fraction. As you all know, improper fraction is always converted to mixed number or a whole number. How to convert an improper fraction to mixed number? Watch lecture 3 complete. As 10 times 2 is 20, 1 is remainder, so our mixed number is 2 whole 1 by 10. Now recall all the steps. Take reciprocal of second fraction, change sign, simplify fractions if possible, then multiply both numerators and denominators. Now we will learn how to divide a mixed number with a whole number. We will add one more step to the number of steps we learned. We will convert this mixed number into an improper fraction. Watch lecture 3 complete to learn how to convert a mixed number to improper fraction. We will multiply this whole number with denominator and add 3 to convert it into an improper fraction. 5 times 5 is 25, add 3 becomes 28 over 5. Now we will divide this improper fraction 28 by 5 by 4. Now recall all the steps. Keep the first fraction, change sign and take reciprocal of second fraction, just like this. It is better to simplify the fraction first before multiplication of numerators and denominators. As you can see, this 28 is divisible by 4, as 4 times 7 is 28. After simplification, the fraction becomes smaller and easy for multiplication. Now multiply numerators and denominators, we get 7/5. This 7/5 is an improper fraction, so we have to convert it into a mixed number. So the final answer is 1 whole 2/5. Let's remember all the steps again. Convert mixed number into improper fraction. Keep the first fraction, change sign, take reciprocal of second fraction. Then simplify fractions, multiply numerators and denominators. If your answer is improper fraction, then convert it into mixed number. Now we will take some examples to understand how this concept of division is applicable in our real life. And our first problem is that if you're traveling a distance of 2.5 miles and want to break it into smaller segments of 1/5 mile each, find the number of segments. Here we have a total distance of 2.5 miles. And we have to break down this distance into 1 by 5 mile each. To get the total number of segments it is divided into. To solve this, we have to divide 2.5 by 1/5. Keeping in mind the steps, so the first step is to convert this mixed number into improper, changing division sign into multiplication sign, and taking reciprocal of the second fraction. After completing these steps, we will simplify them if possible, otherwise multiply the numerators and denominators. So by multiplication we get 25 by 2. It is an improper fraction, we will convert it into mixed number. As 2 times 12 is 24, 1 is remainder, so we get 12 whole 1 by 2. It means the distance can be divided into 12 complete segments and a half segment. Now take another example. John has 4/5 liter juice and he wants to share it with 8 friends. How much juice each friend will get? As you know, sharing means dividing something. Here 4/5 liter juice will be divided into 8 friends, so we will divide 4/5 by 8. Keeping in mind the steps, keep the first fraction, change division symbol into multiplication symbol, and take reciprocal of the second fraction. Now we will simplify the fraction if possible, otherwise multiply numerator and denominator. Here 8 is divisible by 4, so we can say 4 times 1 is 4 and 4 times 2 is 8. After simplification, we will multiply the numerators and denominators. As 1 times 1 is 1 and 5 times 2 is 10, so we can say each friend will get 1/10 liters juice. Here are some more examples regarding practical application of this topic. For example, in cooking and baking, if the recipe calls for 3/4 cup of sugar and you want to make half of that, you would divide 3/4 by 2 to get 3/8 cup. Another most important point is sharing. For example, if you have a pizza cut into 8 slices and you want to share it equally among 4 people, you would divide 8 by 4. and each person gets 2 slices. And if each person's share was further divided into 3 equal parts, you would divide the fractions of pizza by 3. Time management is another most important point. If you have 3/4 of an hour and you want to divide it equally into 5 activities, you would divide 3/4 by 5 to determine how much time you can spend on each activity. Next is budgeting. It is important to divide when it is further divided into smaller fractions for different expenses. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and watch all my previous 6 lectures for more clarity of this topic.